At 54, just months before her untimely passing, Lisa Marie Presley finally admitted what fans and observers had long suspected but that she had kept tightly guarded behind layers of fame, trauma, and resilience. She had never truly escaped the immense shadow of being Elvis Presley's only child and had struggled for decades to find peace with her identity, pain, and public expectations. In a rare vulnerable moment shared during one of her final interviews, Lisa Marie opened up about the deep emotional scars left by her father's death, her tumultuous relationships, and the persistent internal battle between her public persona and her private despair. She confessed that for most of her life, she felt like she was performing a version of herself that the world demanded, the heiress to a rock and roll empire, a symbol of musical royalty, and a strong woman seemingly untouched by vulnerability, but inside, she was fragile, haunted, and often overwhelmed by the weight of her legacy. She acknowledged what many had long speculated, that being Elvis's daughter came with not just privilege, but a crushing sense of loss and loneliness that no amount of fame, marriage, or music could heal. Her candid admission touched on her complicated marriages, including her whirlwind union with Michael Jackson and the stormy chapters with Nicolas Cage and Michael Lockwood. She revealed that her quest for connection was often driven by a desperate longing for the stability and unconditional love she lost at such a young age. Most heartbreakingly, she finally addressed the trauma of losing her beloved son, Benjamin Keough, to suicide in 2020, grief that had hollowed her out and left her struggling to move forward. She admitted that the pain of that loss was a turning point, one that stripped away any remaining illusions and left her more raw and real than ever. Yet despite the immense sorrow, Lisa Marie said she had begun to find clarity in her later years. She admitted that while she would always carry her pain, she had learned to embrace her truth and stop pretending that she had it all together. She had started to write more, speak more honestly, and share her experiences not as tabloid fodder but as a lifeline for others who might be suffering in silence. In those final reflections, she said that for the first time, she felt she was beginning to understand herself not as Elvis's daughter, not as a celebrity, but as Lisa, a mother, a survivor, a woman of deep emotions and resilience. The world lost her far too soon, but her late-life honesty gave her fans a rare and deeply human glimpse behind the spotlight. In admitting what we all suspected, that she carried enormous, hidden pain behind the glamorous image, Lisa Marie Presley became more than a Presley. She became a voice for those who live in the long shadows of grief, legacy, and expectation, reminding us all that healing begins the moment we stop pretending we're unbreakable. Her story, full of tragedy and truth, remains a powerful, sobering legacy.